Davis has ruined her life being completely fast and loose, but now she wants us to feel sympathy for her. Danae Davis' origin stories, I'm not kidding, is being passed around by various content creators. Her whole shtick at some point was, I will sleep with Lil Mike, Deshae, Ron Sumo. Get as expected, he was going to take the natural progression of an e-girl. Instead of getting a job, going to college, going to trade school, being a productive tax-paying member of society, she was going to start slinging coochie online for $1 and showing pictures of her Libya for $5.99 on OF. So she decided to start doing that, living a fast life. And she went from essentially a content creator being passed around in the corn industry. You're in the most unregulated sector of the corn industry. You see, you're not a part of a professional studio or network that requires testing, and you're not filming with other professional creators. No.
Oh no. Y'all went out that bad? I thought like, damn, I thought it was like,
Stop touching niggas with your hand!
if you in that scene for real, you clean and tested, cause, you know what I mean? But you was going out that bad, not even getting tested. You taking that word on mouth? Kids, wear a condom, no matter how bad it sucks. I personally might not follow it, but y'all boys should.
You're in the underground OF ghetto hub of corn. Essentially, what you're doing, bro, is you're sleeping with any guy with an OF account and a camera. There's no regulations for testing. It's none of that. And what you're doing is you're putting your health at risk. But, who's going to tell her that? Her own mama was supporting her doing it. Listen, I'm assuming the bills were being paid and she wasn't even going to ask any questions as to how safe her daughter really was. Now, it looks like all the bad decisions have finally caught up to Danae because Danae is now taking a
She bad.
social media to cry and weep for our
This
sake
nigga's
by
yapping.
speaking in third person. She took to her TikTok and
HSV2, that is genital herpes.
Ooh.
If you collab with him and then found out a month to 3 months later that you have genital herpes, there's a high likelihood that you got by that man. Please go get tested if you did have any collaborations with him. I know a lot of people are being insensitive and saying like, oh, he fucks everybody raw, how are you surprised? Stuff like that is not always common knowledge. And another thing is, there are...
You ain't ask. Like, come on.
Several niches on social media, so a lot of people aren't aware of his gross or abusive ways until they actually experience it. They don't see it on social media. So I'm going to say this a couple times on my platform to make sure that the word gets out because I have now a big platform. Gucci, I've been waiting for this.
You've been waiting for what?
so she started off by speaking in third person and saying allegedly because all of a sudden she grew what this thing called shame was. You see, when she was getting her back blown out on these like miscellaneous websites and Twitter, she ain't have no shame then. But all of a sudden she grew shame once she caught an incurable disease. So she's speaking in third person. Eventually, bruh, she just confessed, man. And said, yes, he gave it to me. Yes, I'm one of Gucci's victims.
I'm just gonna say, yes, he gave it to me. It's devastating to have to come on here and share that whenever I was 19 years old, Gucci3rdleg burned me with HSV2. And he told me that he was gonna send me his test results, and he never did. And it saddens me to hear that he's done this to so many girls. And there's girls with so many similar stories to me. And they're so young as well. He's praying with the young. He's praying with the new. And I'm
Bro, this shit.
so sorry for not saying this 7 months ago. I was scared. And I was making so much money. I can't keep beating around the bush because you guys think I'm lying. And he can't ruin anybody else's life. I didn't know what he was known for. I didn't know who he was. I didn't do my research. And it is my fault.
There's something very concerning about what she she just stated. She stated she found out 7 months ago in March, but she kept quiet because she was just making a lot of money from the films with Gucci and other
So how many people she burned then?
films, and she didn't want that money to stop coming in. So she continued to film with other creators, and she let them know secretly, hey, I have this, but there's a very slim chance that you would get it if I'm not on an outbreak. And the ones who were comfortable went in raw, and the ones who weren't comfortable used a condom. But
If you went in raw after she told you that, you're a demon, and whatever happened to you, you low-key get that.
she concealed this information, man. Like, she could have saved a ton of lives, bro. Yo, she could have saved a lot of other women, but she kept it a secret because she wanted to make a quick buck. That don't sound like some innocent victim with clean hands, bro. That sounds like a willful participant after you found out, bro. Right? Like, you're the reason why a lot of other women got it as well. Now, again, like, let's not let Gucci off the hook. He's a monster. Gucci is a monster. If he's out here concealing the fact that he has this disease and he's giving it to random women, he's a monster and he needs to be in jail. I'll say it, bro. He needs to be locked up if this is true. This is bad. Very bad. Do I particularly feel sorry for a 19-year-old who wanted to be fast and grown and wanted to make money the cheap way? So she started sleeping with men who is openly online admitting that they got 3,000 bodies.
So last year my body count was like 3,100, but I was really, I didn't feel too bad about it because my ex.
Cup. Wow. You know what? Where do you find the time? How old is this man? Let's see. Chat, let's see. Oof, not doing that one. Yeah, I don't care enough.
Ex-chick down in the body had like 2,000 or whatever, but so it was like when I was
Check on
dealing with
my
my chick,
phone.
she couldn't really be like, oh, your body counts too much, because her body count like 2,000. My body count like 3,000, so it's like,
Bro, do you hear the amount of...
damn, like, I didn't feel too bad about it, honestly. I feel like
I wouldn't feel comfortable eating from the same pan as somebody with 3,000 bodies, yet alone letting that person enter into your body unprotected. To me, this is not victim blaming. This is stupidity blaming. If you're just a stupid person, bro, like, then I feel like we should save our sympathy for somebody who is, had a little bit smarts to them. Right? So when, she's on TikTok yelling and screaming, you would pay Uluwatosin. Listen, man, it comes in one ear, it goes out the other. I'll be real.
So, did my little research. Old boy is... We're gonna be 24 this year. Okay.
I know the people that already have it know exactly what I'm talking about, but whenever you realize and find out that you have something as severe as that, it's heartbreaking. It causes you to go through an immense amount of trauma and depression. I was going through so much at the time, and I've already gone through so much, so at the time, it was very hard for me to speak up about anything. I do fully disclose any... Nobody is made unaware. You guys can demonize me, whatever, but I'm sorry. Hearing these girls sob and not know what to do because for a while they didn't know if that's what was going on. It's so sad because the agency does not make you test. Talent testing does not make you test for herpes. That is one of the only things that they don't make you test.
My nigga.
Here's why this is horrifying news for the industry. This guy, Gucci, has been with almost every OF, Instagram model, Twitter chick, and he has filmed it, right? It's all online. Usually when a Twitter or an Instagram chick want to get into the OF or, the porn industry, they film with Gucci, and that's how they get their foot in the door. So if he has herpes and he has given it to all these chicks, and he has filmed with all these chicks, well, now all these chicks is off limits. And that's horrifying news for the industry, bro, because if you're a rapper, if you're a content creator, bro, then you know the secret, bro, that a lot of these chicks who are on OF, like your favorite Twitter head demon, they all slinging Gucci for a price. Outside of porn, bro, their supplemental income, bro, is they out here slinging Gucci for a price.
Hey. You pay for play. Please don't be on this channel. I don't condone that. I would never do that. That ain't nothing I support. But if you can't get that shit yourself, bro, go ahead and walk away. Go get new Riz, new drip. I don't know. Figure out the reason why. But paying for it,
Gucci. So if this is true and he's giving all these chicks some Gucci, bro, yo, it's about to be a cold winter. Cause where's the Gucci coming from, bro? Feel me? The regular girls really trying to be courted. These are the only dealers where we can give like 500 to, man, and pipe out for nothing, and they all dimes. Now this chick, Danae, took her stupidity to a whole new level on Twitter, and she sort of went from plausible deniability to just, use a dummy. Because she took to Twitter to further explain how Gucci tricked her into filming while having the disease. So she takes to Twitter with proof, and the proof just makes her look incredibly worse. So,
alright, so back to what I was saying. Oh boy, he 23. To each stay on. Me personally, if I'm 23, I ain't touching nothing under than 21, because I'm in the club. If you can't walk in the club at that point with me without a fake, you don't need to be with me. That's real talk. Wow, shaving. Alright. He told me he sent me so what, you're 20 and an idiot? Brand new to collabing. I was only shooting content with partners. I was scared of losing all the money. That doesn't mean anything. I posted. What'd I say, bro? He changed my life. Yeah, forever.
So she says, this should be all the proof y'all need. I'm mortified and ashamed that y'all are coming to me saying he burned you. He lied to me and said he cut himself while shaving. So think about it for a second, all right? So she's filming with Gucci. He pulled out his pen. She takes control. And before she puts it in her mouth, she sees a bunch of bumps on it.
Brother, what's that?
And she's like, what is this? And he says, I just cut myself. And he still hadn't sent her no test results yet. And she said, okay, cool.
Add fiber.
Drop my, thank you. Skip button.
Throw goblin. And it's kind of like, bro, like, why would you continue after you've seen a lot of bumps on it? So she goes, he told me he sent me his test results and never sent them. I was 19 and naive, brand new to collabing. I was only shooting with partners. I was scared of losing all the money. That doesn't mean anything to me now. I reposted events to milk the money that I felt like he owed me. He changed my life forever. I was speaking in third person because I was too afraid of what could come. But I can't stand to let people think I'm just lying. Gucci3rdleg, you were burning hell for what you did to me.